On a road in South Korea, an uncle hit something. He parked his car and got out. It turned out to be a deer. The uncle didn't care. He just said, "What bad luck," and left. However, when he left, the deer that was hit to death actually moved. He slowly stood up and looked up. His eyes turned white as if he was infected with some virus. And the disaster happened from then on. At this time, on a train in South Korea, the hero was taking his daughter to meet his mother. They found their seats, and then after getting on the train and about to depart, the train attendant outside was doing the final inspection. At this moment, a breathless girl rushed into the train. The attendant did not see the girl walking into the train in pain. The blood vessels on her legs were black, and she kept shouting, "I'm sorry." Soon the girl was dying. She walked into the train step by step. The passengers next to her did not notice that she was abnormal. After hitting the wall, she fell to the ground. Then something strange happened. The girl kept on. The ground was twitching. A flight attendant wanted to come over to take a look, but in just a moment, the girl stood up from the ground. Her eyes were white and her teeth were bared. Then she pounced on the attendant and started biting him. The people around didn't know what was going on and were just watching. In a blink of an eye, the girl pounced on other people. Only then did they realize that something was wrong. Some smart people had already started to escape to the back of the car. The front car gradually became a mess. People were biting each other. Screams came one after another. The hero's daughter had just left the toilet. She didn't know what was going on. She heard the movement. It was quiet and hopeful until a woman ran over and bit a male attendant. The male protagonist saw it and ran to the back with his daughter in his arms. The zombies behind him attacked like a tidal wave. Each zombie was like a wolf. The male protagonist ran to the last car without looking back. The car was full of people. The male protagonist was ready to close the door, but two people ran towards them from behind. There was nothing he could do but close the door. The woman ran to the door and shouted for help. Fortunately, the fat uncle behind him, the zombies were so difficult to deal with that they still let two people in at the critical moment. The zombies were stopped outside. Now everyone is finally safe. No one on the train knows what happened. At this time, the train starts to broadcast that it is because of an emergency. The train only goes to Daejeon Station. No one understands what happened until the passengers. They all took out their cell phones and found that strange riot had occurred all over the country, just like what they had seen on the train. People started biting each other. Most cities had already fallen, so the train arrived at Daejeon Station. It was said that there were soldiers guarding there, and it was very safe. The male protagonist quietly entered a rear compartment and called a friend to ask if Daejeon was really safe. The other party told him a shocking news in the relationship of many years of friends. He said that Daejeon was not safe. If he goes, he will be isolated, but he can steal a VIP channel. The male protagonist's face is solemn when he hears the news, but he dare not tell the news to others because he is an enthusiastic elf and very selfish.